Booger check 1, 2. I've had to delete a couple of clips before because there was a booger and I didn't see it, so now I gotta check. Please leave a like so this video is recommended to others, and hit that subscribe button so you can keep seeing videos just like this.
I don't know if I'm being schizophrenic or something, but I feel pounding under my feet. And listen, what the f? It's coming from like under the ground. I can feel the vibrations in my feet. It's like dum dum dum. Like, what is that sound? It's coming from under the grass, making me feel like I'm going insane or something. Like, it's loud. It just stopped. What the hell, man? What was that?
Maybe somebody digging a tunnel? Some people in the comments are saying it might be a gas pipe. Water or gas pipes. Call the city. Yeah, that might be a good idea. That's actually more scary.
A woman had to be rescued after getting wedged between a rock and a remote canyon in Arizona. She began recording what she thought were her final moments. This happened last month at Wildcat Canyon. Madison Hart and her friend were exploring the area when they found themselves trapped 300 feet deep into that canyon. They tried to make a smoke signal, screamed for help, and called emergency services, but failed to get a signal. A message finally went through to a roommate who was able to call for help. It took the rescue team 13 hours to save them.
Wow. I'm getting claustrophobic just looking at that close space, man.
Incredible they were able to get out of there.
Yeah, good to hear they're okay.
Holy crap, dude. Imagine if her phone was dead. Have you not seen 127 hours? James Franco tried to tell you. The fear that would strike me the moment I saw that I had no bars on my phone. Never in my life did I think I would ever have to feel sorry for ants. That's pretty psycho right there. That's pretty psycho. You know that phone is getting pretty hot, especially while she's on a phone call. 2 lions versus dogs. Oh my god. Holy crap. Oh, I didn't even realize the gate opened. Wait, so the lions got scared and took off. At what point did the gate open? Oh, there we go. Damn, not the type of stray cats you want to run into. They got scared of that guy with the stick, just like the other video. I know those dogs must have been happy, because they knew as soon as that gate opened. I was just walking my dog and I found a dock that looks like a stairway to heaven. It really does. That's so trippy to look at. I think bro just found the edge of the map there. I don't think you can go any further.
Why is this starfish hanging up on a Thursday afternoon? Why is this starfish hanging up on a Thursday afternoon?
That straight up just looks like Patrick. Oh man. Look at the cheeks, son. Oh my god. That's a thick boy.
Here's a conspiracy theory I think might be true. Last week, a Tesla crashed through a wall of my house. I was home when it happened. The first thing I did was check to make sure my roommate was okay. Then I called 911. Then I went outside and started taking pictures of the crash. My first picture was at 5:07 p.m. My first picture of the tow truck drivers trying to take the Tesla out of here was at 5:10 p.m. It had literally just happened minutes earlier, and so I was like, hey, can we pause for a second? Like, the cops are on their way right now, and the tow truck driver actually said to me, you. And I was like, what? Are you kidding me, dude? Like, my house just got ran into. Have some empathy. And no joke, he goes, here's your empathy. And I was like, oh my God, you're being that much of a dick right now? And he goes, get the f out of my way. And then he shoved me and he threatened to beat me up and kill me if I didn't let him get the car out of there. So my question is Tesla's automatic crash system alerting tow truck drivers? And are they offering them a bunch of money to get the car out of a situation before news cameras show up? They don't want any more negative press because those tow truck drivers were here so fast and they were so aggressive, there had to be a bunch of money on the line.
Why are they paying more? I wonder if it has something to do with maybe a system failure, or maybe even the reason why it crashed in the first place. That is a crazy response time there. That's faster than paramedics and cops. Also, I'm pretty sure they have to wait for the cops to show up so he can do a police report. When it comes to carnivals, you have to think about it. These rides go up in a matter of hours. Their employees probably don't get paid very well. Something's not gonna get done properly, and they probably only close it down for like 10 minutes while they glued it back together.
Stop.
That's so awesome, dude. I'm actually hyped to go watch this movie. I hope it doesn't suck. The last 3 movies I've gone to see at the theater, I was very disappointed by. This type of marketing, though, gives me some hope. Hopefully it turns out pretty good.
This family was so deep undercover that their children didn't know they were Russian until they touched down and were greeted by Vladimir Putin. The Dulcevs had lived in the capital of Slovenia since 2017, pretending to be an Argentinian couple. They each ran their own companies, their kids went to an international school, and they lived a quiet life in a good neighborhood according to Slovenian media. That is until police broke into their house and exposed them as Russian sleeper agents, meaning agents who don't start spying right away. They'll focus on building a life in the said country, waiting to be called up, which could be years down the track. They really committed to the bit. I mean, Vladimir Putin greeted them in Spanish because the children didn't know Russian, and naturally they had no idea who he was until the plane ride over. The couple spent around 20 months in detention while their kids were put into foster care and continued with school. Meanwhile, talks were underway for one of the most complex prisoner swaps in history. The trade involved 24 prisoners, including 16 moving from Russia to the West and 8 prisoners held in the West being sent back to Russia. A hitman convicted of in a Berlin park was among the Russians freed, and on the other side it was prisoners including high-profile journalists and Russian dissidents.
I would legitimately be so mad at my parents for this. This is literally finding out your whole life is a lie. I need seasons 1 through 9 of this. Yeah, it'll probably be on like Netflix pretty soon or something. This is crazy because you know there's so many people out there that are potentially agents. And it's funny because it's not like in the movies where it's like a 007 James Bond type person. A lot of sleeper agents are made to just live life and assimilate and report back ever so often. And that's literally their only mission.
Oh, what a terrible... Oh my God, Alex, look at this.
Okay, that's not supposed to...
I know what's wrong with it. Ain't got no gas in it.
Dude, the explosion at the end. It was the cherry on top right there.
Ain't got no gas in it.
I think they're gonna be pretty upset to find out that they're probably not getting their deposit back.
Yo, why do thrift stores have the most random shit? Like, what is this, bro? Who's gonna buy this?
I want that. That looks amazing. I hope you actually bought it. That's a pretty cool find. That thing is creepy, dude. It's like having a magical monkey paw. Don't fall for their scam. There's no sick little girl. Bro, grandma is so fed up. It's true though, man. Some of these street beggars, they straight scamming.
Here's something that nobody told me about camping in Australia. Kangaroos, they jump like this. But in practice, it sounds exactly like this. It sounds like a human being walking at 2 o'clock in the morning, directly outside the tent.
I don't know, man. Camping in Australia sounds like it's just on hard mode. Every single animal that they have over there is terrifying, especially their kangaroos. Why are they so ripped? Those are the real skinwalkers right there.
Remember the woman who was chained to a tree in India? Well, there's been quite the twist of an update. Last month, cow farmers heard screams for help in the forest and came across 50-year-old Lolita, who was chained to a tree, apparently left to perish. She was rushed to the hospital and, unable to talk, started writing a note, letting them know she's been chained to a tree without food or water for 40 days, and it was done by her husband. Instantly, police were a bit suspicious about her claims, and they began investigating. Well, it turns out Lolita doesn't even have a husband. She moved to India about 10 years ago to study yoga, and now she's admitted that she chained herself to the tree because she was upset over her visa expiring and running out of money.
Yikes. The level of entitlement here, man. The amount of pain, both mental and physical, that you're willing to put yourself through. And her plan almost backfired in a completely different way. What if she would have never been found? What are we doing here? Somebody come get their grandma. Can you even call this protesting, man? This is straight up just criminal damage. I want to know how they convince these grandmas to come out here. How fat was that paycheck? He attacks a security camera every day thinking it's a snitch? Bro. That is the creepiest dog ever. You see, dogs be playing dumb. They know. They're aware. That's too much. That is not normal dog behavior.
It's full of bats.
She literally found a bat cave. You're probably gonna need a rabies shot now, though. A man narrowly escapes a falling electrical tower. Holy crap, dude.
Whoa.
Was that a controlled demolition or did that fall apart?
Whoa.
I love this comment. Run in literally any other direction, you idiot. True, but the guy was probably panicked. He didn't look like he had time to think.
Y'all, this is crazy. A man that was on America's Most Wanted list for someone 20 years ago was found in Mexico, and he was a police officer. Like, I'm not even kidding. He was literally working as a local police officer in his hometown. He was on the TV show America's Most Wanted in 2005, a year after he allegedly committed this. This is Antonio Riano, and he is accused of taking someone's outside of a bar in 2004 in Ohio. Shortly after committing the crime, he allegedly fled the United States, and they have been looking for him ever since, 20 years. He is accused of 25-year-old Benjamin Becerra outside of a bar in 2004. On December 19, 2004, there was an argument at a bar in Ohio involving Becerra, the deceased. Weeks before the incident, Becerra had been asked to leave the bar, and on this particular night, this guy was helping the bartender get him out of the bar, and somehow Becerra was. Reports say that an argument broke out between Antonio and Becerra while he was helping the bartender get Becerra out of the bar, and Antonio shot him in the face. When they went to search Antonio's home, they allegedly found all kinds of evidence. There was surveillance footage of him purchasing the ammo that was used. There was witnesses that saw him actually commit the crime. Antonio Riano was indicted on first-degree murder in 2005, but he did not show up to his arraignment. He fled. But finally, after 20 years, they got his ass, and he has court, I believe, in Butler County, Ohio on Monday.
To be honest, I'm not surprised. I could see this happening. I could totally see this happening. Become a fugitive in America and then turn around and become a police officer in Mexico. What I want to know is how they found this guy after such a long time. Or vice versa, what took so long.
Wow. Wicked.
That's nuts.
All right.
What?
So this is what we found yesterday. Look at that poor house.
Oh my God.
And I was like, oh no. And then, oh my goodness.
Damn, so y'all have to worry about the weather doing a drive-by on you when Mother Nature is your op. Holy crap. Look at that table, man. Look. This looks like a drive-by. That's insane, dude. And this happened right now in the summer. How bad does the winter get?
See, you good, bro. This ain't the animal shelter. You don't gotta be scared of showers. Sure, gang. At least you ain't dropped the soap this time.
Bro still has PTSD from the pound. He does look traumatized. He looks like he's seen some things. Dude, this looks so sketch, even just to walk across it, let alone to drive a whole vehicle. This is absolutely a turn the radio down so you can see moment. Yeah, that's so true, dude. I do that all the time. Trying to find an address. Let me turn the radio down a little bit so I can see better. I don't know why that's a thing. It just is.
This is Cliff Village in China, located 4,600 feet above sea level. If you forget your bag or keys, you need to go all the way back. People used to climb 17 very steep ladders, like climbing over 200 floors. Children had to climb for 2 hours to get to school. Now, there is a 256-step steel ladder that makes travel safer and easier. Would you visit this spot?
How do you get your groceries up there? That's gotta be a workout, man. I live on the 3rd floor and I always get the groceries on the first try. I don't make second trips. It was ridiculed online. Not the Robocop I was expecting, but still a cop, I guess. So essentially, it's just kind of spying on people. This is probably just the first gen. Wait till the actual Robocop version comes out. It'll probably look more like a Terminator.
Orangutan trying to escape the zoo.
They should just let him go at that point. He's already halfway out. Let him live in a park nearby or something.
He saw a black bag on the side of the road, but as he looked inside, he finds this. A man by the name Mike was making his way back home one evening, but he notices what looks like a black trash bag on the side of the road. As he gets off his truck to pick it up, he noticed something's off.
Dude, I stopped to pick up what I thought was just a bag of trash on the side of the road. That is not a normal bag of trash. cannot even describe the smell.
Mike reported the scene to the police.
So I did call the cops last night and let them know what I saw, where I saw it. They took my info and said they'd call me if they needed me. I'm driving right now to go see if it's been moved or anything. And it has not been touched. That's the only update I got. Sorry.
But after a couple of days, he noticed the bag was still there.
I'm gonna go check it out, and if no one's touched it, I'll open it. I'm almost positive I'll regret this. Good news, if you can call it that, is it was an animal of some kind. I don't know.
After many people begged him to go back and open the bag, he does so and finds what he describes as the remains of some sort of animal.
That was disgusting.
The fact that the cops didn't take it seriously though, this was all over the course of like 5 days and the bag was still there. I don't think I would have been the one that wanted to find out what was in that bag. Oh no. No, no, no. That car looks like it's been in a fire. Probably has like 500,000 miles on it, but it sure is better than riding the bus, I'm assuming.
A camera disguised as a button, a router hidden in the sole of a shoe. These were 2 bits of a makeshift contraption that Turkish police say fed AI-powered answers through an earpiece. The student was arrested and later sent to jail after acting suspiciously during the National University exam.
The question is scanned by the camera and is sent to the artificial intelligence via the router. The AI answers this question and tells the person. We'll display how this question is answered here. We approach it with the button camera. Artificial intelligence says the answer to the question is that the birth rate is high. The answer is option A. Artificial intelligence detects this via video and relays the answer to the question to us.
Police also detained a second person who they say was helping the main suspect.
This dude had 007 level technology and he got caught. I remember when I was in high school. And I did used to cheat, and I would write everything down on a little cheat sheet, and I would try to keep it in my sleeve. But in the process of doing that, I realized that when I went to go take the test, I actually remembered some of the answers. So in a way, I kind of tricked myself into studying for the test.
Back in 2014, a 6-month-old bear cub was found under an old bicycle in Central Park. Investigators were baffled by how it got there, and the case had gone unsolved until yesterday. That is when independent presidential candidate Robert F. Kennedy Jr. told Roseanne Barr, I don't know what she was doing there, but he told Roseanne that he was the one that was behind it. Kennedy says he saw a van hit and kill the bear while he was driving in New York State. He and others retrieved the carcass for its skin and its meat. But they ran out of time to follow through. So instead, the group decided to ditch the bear in the park. Listen.
I said, let's go put the bear in Central Park and we'll make it look like he got hit by a bike. The next day, it was like, it was on every television station. It was the front page of every paper.
Bro should have took that to the grave, man. The amount of bizarre things that are just happening this exact moment are starting to melt my brain. I just can't. The simulation's broken. My neighbor's business seems to be doing well. Bro, ain't no way you're snitching on this guy. The top comment here, CIA. Interesting. I hope your neighbor doesn't see this video. He's gonna be looking for you. Out of coffee. The sheep were living in this house, and every time I made a noise, they would try and find what room I was in. That would have gave me a heart attack. I guess technically that makes those sheep yours now, right?
This is exactly what it looks like. And you know what? I'm gonna say it. This ant is already dead, and I'm pretty sure it knows it. This is a TikTok video that I got tagged in, went extremely viral. It shows these 7 ants all ganging up on this one unlucky subject in the center, grabbing its limbs and tearing it apart. And while this might seem pretty shocking, this is actually a very regular occurrence for ants, so we should be thanking our lucky stars they're not the size of humans. Now, there are 3 main cases where ants are going to tear their ops limb from limb. Number 1 is if the ant is from an opposing colony. This one makes quite a bit of sense. This is also a fate that ant-mimicking spiders might end up receiving if they get caught while trying to capture prey in an ant colony. And also, if you're an ant colony's prey. Doesn't matter if you're bigger than them, they're going to grab your legs and rip you apart. This will prevent you from moving, then they can do whatever they want with you while you're still alive. You might think human warfare is pretty bloody, but ant warfare sometimes can be much worse.
I wonder what he did to piss off the rest of the ants. It's so bizarre to see that they're all working together to do it too.
A 74-year-old woman who was thought to be dead made a startling comeback at a funeral home in Nebraska Monday. Officials say the woman was pronounced dead by staffers at a nursing home where she'd been in hospice. Workers transported her to a funeral home, but while preparing her body for service, a staff member noticed she was still breathing and called 911. The woman was taken to the hospital and an investigation is underway.
Godly, imagine being the person that was preparing her body. I think bodies will still breathe even after they're no longer there, right? And they pass gas and all sorts of just creepy things, so.
Want to get arrested for what you're posting on social media? They are literally arresting people in the UK for sharing the riot on social media. This behind me is absolutely insane. So if you don't know, the UK is having mass riots, right? Because of the immigration coming in, terrible things happening to children. Well, guess what? They are saying on their mainstream news that it's now illegal for them to share on Twitter, Facebook, anything about the riot. That if they literally shared anything happening right outside of their doors on social media, they could be arrested for inciting the riots. So basically, they're trying to sweep under the rug what's happening in the UK. Sounds like Bangladesh.
I'm joined by Matthew Thompson now to talk through this. So Matthew, the last point there is crucial, isn't it? Some people might be sharing simply to warn their friends, but it could be considered an offence because they're amplifying this.
Absolutely, and that's the key message, is that however you think you're acting innocently on social media, whatever platform it is, you're just sharing something for whatever reason, that could potentially be a criminal offence. And look, it's not an idle threat either, because the Crown Prosecution Service were keen to point out that they've made a number of charges in relation to stirring up of online, one of which this morning was for distributing a recording that could, intending to stir up rage. They are actually already bringing charges in relation to this sort of...
And remember the opinions from the people in the UK. They're saying America's like an early stage where they are at right now.
This sounds like some New World Order type stuff. Some really bad Big Brother vibes here. And I heard they want to start extraditing Americans that do the same thing. Which, I mean, I say good luck with that. I don't think that's gonna happen. Smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave. That's exactly what I was thinking about. Why do they actually look like they're on a mission? They got somewhere important to be, I guess. Well, guys, that's all I have today. Thanks for hanging out with me again. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you made it all the way to the end of this video, you're awesome and I appreciate you. And with that, I'll see you in the next video. Please leave a like so this video is recommended to others, and hit that subscribe and hit that